What's going on, family? It's me, Shayne, and I'm here to give you another Sakamoto Days episode review. This is episode 9 entitled All Aboard, so I need you to go ahead, punch your ticket, get on this train, and hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews like this one. And you want to support your boy even further on this train of nicety and goodness, my Patreon link is down there. So whatever you choose to donate, I very, very, very much appreciated. All right. All these things matter in the grand scope of things. It's even just a thumbs up and a comment. Share the video as well. Share it to anybody that likes to hear someone talk about anime. Telling you, last episode was great. If you hope you had a happy Easter and a good, safe weekend. I know it's a myriad of holidays for people. So, boy, that WrestleMania was crazy, wasn't it? I'm sure glad insert winner won that match. And trust me, I will be doing Kinnikuman, the next part after this. Got a couple of things that need to be put in order, but don't worry. Don't worry, we're going to get to them. I'm also going to cover new things, like My Hero Vigilantes. That'll be so much easier to get into. Oh boy, I kind of wish I would have started reviewing My Hero Academia when I started watching it. Yeah. But no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this right now. So we had two battles. If you get that reference, thank you. Shin tells Heisuke, nice timing. Again, it's in English. You want to put perfect, just put nice timing. Well, here's nice timing. Heisuke's weird paper mache child mind goes, oh, nice timing equals good me equals Peasuke. He has this derpy smile. And Shin really hates reading his mind. But this whole battle is it shows you how damn cool Heisuke is. And I don't know if Heisuke is actually going to be like a legitimate part of the family, because he does claim the Sakamoto clan in this. But dude, you use sniper bullets. There's no way in hell you're not killing somebody. I mean, unless you just don't aim for the head, which one of his bullets almost hits the dude in the head. Right? Because he says, to me, you're like a sitting duck, because just the bullets are ricocheting. As a matter of fact, he can hear the guy running, but then at one point, the scaffolding or the walkway the guy is on falls and collapses all this dust. Dude wraps up his Invisible jacket around a pole. Don't know how he's able to throw this shit, but throws it, gets him in his shooting arm. My good shooting arm, ma. And he's hurt. And dude's kind of, I don't know if he's taunting. A lot of bad guys in this show taunt. He's like, oh, you thought I had a superpower. No, it's just technology and whatnot. I gotta go back and check my notes. Why do this for paper? Okay, wait a minute. Nope. I'm trying to cover these battles in order of importance, because the Sakamoto battle, I will feel bad if I covered that first and then followed up with this. So we're gonna talk about this real quick. So tries to shoot him. Dude took off the jacket, hurt him. He's gonna kill him, right? And Heisuke shoots him to where it looks like he ripped his arm off. And I'm thinking to myself, really? That bullet ripped his arm off? No, he just did the invisible crap again and stabs him. And it's sad because Shin read Seba's mind. He was like, Heisuke. And Heisuke got the stabby stab. And Seba thinks, I don't understand why people go this far for other people. Why not cut them off when stuff gets hard? And he calls Heisuke third-rate hitman, and Heisuke, again, he's part of the family. I'm wondering if he's ever going to try switch to rubber ricochet bullets, but hold on. He says, you know what my team says? My team says I'm a first-rate sniper. And you know what that means? I sure as hell won't let you call them liars. So my dude gets up. He calls Shin. He's like, Shin. Which I'm like, okay, don't know what that means. And he can shoot where Seba is. It's like he knows where he is, but he shoots to the left. and, you know, breaks glass. And they always do this to the boy Heisuke. They always go, "Ha, you missed." No, it ricocheted up and shot the sprinkler system, which shorted out the electric boogaloo jacket pants set. And Shin is already there with that kick, with that little shin kick. And Shin kicks him. Well, kicks him. And then does a freaking Frankensteiner. Y'all ever seen a Frankensteiner? If you're a wrestling fan, oh wow, this perfect timing. And I did this like a week ago. Frankensteiner's this guy. Knocks him out. He has, even his knockout is slow and mellow. Just like, But Leader Seba throwing in the towel, just like the Mad Higuchi. Hero Gucci. I'm just gonna call him Mad Gucci. Mad Gucci, and now Seba. They're both done. Heisuke then tells what's our boy called? Shin. Great job at reading my mind. And he's like, I could barely read it, which, hey guys, I didn't. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, phone? This is what he had. Oh, you almost gotta look at my set here. This is what he read in his mind, which was bad guy. He shoot water. Bad guy hurt. You come in and hurt bad guy. That's crazy. Had to make sure that did not have. Okay, good. Nothing incriminating. Anyway, an explosion happens near them. Oh no. So, we're going to go back, way back. We're going to go back to the fight of Sakamoto versus Robo-Man or Terminator or, Kashima, which is his real name. It's been a while since I had watched episode 8, and when I jumped on to 9, I forgot his name. But we're picking up where they left off. By the way, the order leaves. They're like, hey, we got other stuff to take care of. I'll see you later, buddy, right? So Sakamoto's fighting this dude who has a buster arm, knives, and a mouth cannon. This guy's talking I don't know how he's talking with something in his mouth. But he's talking lots of shit, right? And Sakamoto, he's telling him. Kashima's annoyed that Sakamoto keeps dodging. Sakamoto says, someone I know, someone I care about, cares about this place, so just leave. And dude's saying, we took over the lab, for the future of the Hitman industry, and your team is insignificant. And when you care for people close to you, it's weird. Weird how I wrote this down, but I believe Sakamoto was trying to express to him, if you don't really care about anybody that you're close to, then you probably won't understand this. And he, for some reason, thinks that the others are being slaughtered, which, as I told you, as we established earlier, sorry, skateboard was hitting me, that was not happening. But Sakamoto has a pen and jabs it into the laser mouth. And Sakamoto flat out goes, I'm not worried. My employees aren't as helpless as you think. I hate people that talk back to me. And Sakamoto's like, I hate people like you too. People who talk too much. Makes sense. Super quiet. Doesn't like when people talk too much, and he kind of tolerates when Shin does it because he loves his little baby boy Shin. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about Bo Cut or Lou. That's not important. That's not important. We're gonna go down here. So, the explosion. The explosion happens. They set up a 20-minute self-destruct thing. The bad guys did. The good guys wouldn't. The original lab team wouldn't do this. They're not complete a-holes. And so Sakamoto goes, okay, 20 minutes. All I need is 5. What I'm about to describe to you all, probably in the next 10 minutes, all took place within 5 minutes. I want you to remember that. And don't worry, if you tend to forget that like I did while watching this, I will happily remind you. This shit was fantastic. I understand where the entire John Wick of it all comes from. As a matter of fact, there was a sprinkle of Jason Bourne in here. Because Kashima said, brags that 7% of his body is a weapon. He says, you're a sitting duck. Well, actually, you're a sitting pig because he's fat, right? Because he's fat. Sakamoto goes, I got my own weapon. He has 2 50% off stickers, a flyer, and a mechanical pencil. I wish I had mechanical pencil here, because what happens next is insane. That's all he needs. Remember in the first John Wick, where was that whole legend? You killed a guy with a pencil, right? It's like it was the sharp end, and he killed a guy with the pencil. And Jason Bourne beat the hell out of somebody with a magazine. I think it was a magazine. Or was it a rolled up newspaper? Someone tell me down below. I'm pretty sure it was a magazine. Also, John Wick beat the shit out of somebody with a book too. I remember that scene. Throat, mouth, face. Very cool combo. So, dude does a buster shot, and Sakamoto is... Do I have something I can click better than this? He's clicking the lead from the pen, and it's just getting longer and longer. Guy's talking lots of shit, and he flicks the lead. Remember, he's spit a gumball, not a caltrop, by the way, a gumball to meet a bullet and deflect it. He flicks this lead into dude's eye, and it's like even the music stops. Dude's eyes closed and he's bleeding. Now he's like, I don't need both eyes to take care of you. Slaps the sticker. Guy has long hair. Slaps the sticker on his eye. Goes, wait, where'd you go? I'm half laughing, half in awe of what the hell I am watching here. Because then Sakamoto pulls a James from Good Time and pulls that belt off and whips the shit out of this guy into a wall. Just kicking his ass. Okay. All right. And he kicks him like 5-10 feet away. Oh no, I'm sorry. He flicks the sticker like 5-10 feet away, which is interesting. But that's some Gambit level Kaiba tossing a card to Yugi in the wind level of I'm able to slap this on your face. But he whipped him like he was James from Good Times, and says, relying on your weapons is proof you are third class. Well, if I'm third class and I beat you, that makes you fifth class at best. All right, that's Steiner math for you. Cool. And Sakamoto's thinking, is this dude immortal? Or actually, ask him, are you immortal? What would you need to do to kill me? Even I don't know. And so, I forgot we're going to get another flashback. Damn. I don't know if I feel like doing a flashback now. Damn. Let me make sure that it's not in the next episode, y'all, because I might have to do a flashback. Oh, no. I actually have to do a flashback. All right. Let's do a flashback of this dude. Yeah, he's with Slur. I said it last episode. He's with Slur. I hate that name. I hate it for very obvious reasons, but I hate it. But I guess it's better than calling him X. Because when you think about Mega Man X or DMX or Triple X, I digress. Dude's backstory, everybody. Show you how freaking insane and hypocritical these bad guys are. Dude, and look, crazy cat people, I'm an animal person too, but this dude murdered 4 people because I guess they were messing with the cat. And even the people around were like, he did that to all those people. I mean, I get they mess with the cat, but that's insane. And he's all like, I was taking out the bad people. You know, you gotta take him out because shut your mouth. Shut up. Because then all these people were doing was judging. Someone goes, calls the police. Women as well here. Women and people who have nothing to do with this all start dying and falling and dropping dead. And they're dropping dead because Slur is there. And I gotta remember my part, because we're gonna get into this flashback now. Get this shit out the way. This dude talks about, you motherfuckers are nuts. Sorry, you MFers are nuts. Says everything he does is for public good. And Slur kills all these people and goes, you dirty your own hands for the sake of others. Noble justice calls for evils. And dude's just like whimpering. Me. When he tries to talk, Slur takes his finger and puts a bloody X on his mouth. And this is giving Mad Birdman and Lil Wayne vibes. And just, it gave me the ick. It gave me the hard ick. Just, yeah. All right. Whatever. And he was the one that gave him all the acknowledgement. Yeah, you keep your acknowledgement, because after this, he gets that ass whooped after he has this thought. Don't worry, we'll get there. They're fighting on train tracks, everybody, right? A train comes. They both jump. Dude has cables that pops out of the blade arm, grabs Sakamoto. Sakamoto is plank surfing while this dude's talking all this shit. Like, oh, you're a hypocrite who refused to dirty your own hands. Bro, he's fighting you with hands all day. Sakamoto has those hands. He's basically a Golden Glove here. Surfing. Not sewer surfing, but surfing on a plank. Grabs the dude, just throws him. They're going to Okutabi. That's where the train's going. Train drivers just wishing that something exciting would happen. Well, dude, they go through a wall in front of this train and smash into it. And now we got a train battle. And it's weird because people are just acting like this is an everyday freaking occurrence. What is this, New York City in the Marvel universe? Takes the water, drinks the water, water's falling through. So I'm like, okay, well, obviously he still needs to drink, but he still has metal parts where stuff falls through. Okay. Meanwhile, you got the order guys, they're running, right? Homegirl was worried about whether Teddy Bear Man was gonna be able to win because he doesn't look all that strong. And Shishiba goes, I can't really imagine him losing. Yeah, I wouldn't underestimate him though. He is indeed the ultimate hitman. Flying flash kick on this. So while the guy is like drinking the water, he doesn't see a skinny Sakamoto sitting beside him like this. Does flying flash kick on his ass. And Sakamoto is blazingly fast. And I mentioned that last review and says one of the probably the coolest and scariest lines. If you're immortal, I don't have to worry about killing you then. And I go, oh shit, he is kicking this guy's ass. Like just completely whooping his ass. What was it? The guy's like, after the little flashback, he's talking about him being a hypocrite, but Sakamoto smashes his head on a door when an older lady comes in and says, you need to move, you're taking priority seating, unless the older lady sits there. Sakamoto you guys ever been on a train and there's like the top part where you can kind of hold on to? I know in some trains across the world, they kind of have like little hangers you can put your hands on with that rail. He takes that and spins it like a bow staff, deflecting bullets from this dude, the dude's shooting arm. Guy, of course, has a chest laser, like a hyper beam, and he fires it point blank, and Sakamoto is shot out of the train in front of another train. This shit is insane. This guy goes, I finally got rid of that demon. Sakamoto runs. This train is going this way. He runs through the train, gets to the end of it, jumps into the other train, opens up the door, and looks down at this guy. I had to take a picture of this. And I hate that this is backwards, but I need you all, like, the shine on there, that is all in the show. So that's the dude's bloody eye looking up at him going, oh shit, I didn't get rid of this guy. No, you did not get rid of this guy. So at this point, dude is freaking out, like, leave me alone. He's like, Sakamoto is the demon. It's a demon to him. In this car, there's nothing but old people, children, normal folks. So he starts throwing people at Sakamoto. He's catching them, putting them down, putting their bags and stuff down, opens up a bag of cookies for a kid. The people in Japan are just used to this. Godzilla, Chainsaw Man, Kamen Rider, Sakamoto Taro saving the day. He's saying, get back. Why won't you die? You're a low-class nobody who doesn't have dreams or ideals. You're not what society needs. And Sakamoto draws back for one good punch and states to him, say what you want, but I wouldn't want somebody like you anywhere near my family. And just shoryukens this guy off the train. They're at the next station now. Dude flies through the doors, hits the gate. everyone's looking like, what's going on? But again, it's Japan. They got Ultraman, they got Kamen Rider, they got Sakamoto Taro. They're used to this. And dude's like, remember, he's like 70% robot man. He's frying out as Sakamoto gets his mobile pass and opens it and lets dude falls down. And there's a junk collector. Like, they have trucks that collect junk and metal trash. Looney Tunes sound effect. Sakamoto throws this guy into the truck. Guy goes, thank you, sir. And he's calling Shin. I'm sorry. Yeah, calls Shin, tells him he took care of the boss, which I guess you could say he was the boss on this level of the mission. And tells him, yeah, you got 15 minutes. I told you about 11 minutes ago that this all took 5 minutes. I can now believe that it took 20 episodes for Planet Namek to explode. Wow. That's a long 5 minutes. But yeah, no. I'm going to speed this up. Long story short, Shayne, Lou, and the director all team up. Lou apologizes. Her apology looks like this. It is very cute and adorable. When Lou cries and gets emotional, it is very funny to me. I think Lou might actually be my favorite character outside of Sakamoto Taro. So she says sorry. He's like, it's whatever. They need to get out of there. He uses his mind powers, can sense where other people are trapped. They're going to split up. I think Lou and Heisuke are going for the people downstairs, and he and the director are going to go for people still on the floor. He directs them someplace else. And then there's a guy sitting on what I thought was bodies, but it was actually rubble. And Shin gets this mental image of being cut up and his arm being eviscerated. And so he freezes in his tracks. And of course, it's Slur. Slur walks up to this dude and goes, tell Sakamoto Taro I said hi. Make sure I didn't. Hold on. Nope. Nope. There you go. Tells him say hi. And he was there. It's insane to think that Slur was actually there the whole entire time. Just period. Also insane that Shin I guess Shin knew if he would have took another step, dude probably would have murdered him. But would he have murdered him as fast as Sakamoto? What is the connection here? Sakamoto has white. Slur has white hair. Maybe Slur is actually Sakamoto's younger brother. Could be. I don't know. I don't read the manga. But in between all this, while the rebels falling, Asaragi is cutting things down with her circular saw. They are reviewing the cameras, and dude's like, haha, they are with Slur. I see a picture of, he's seeing a really messed up picture of him because everything's all messed up as this place is going to explode. So they're starting to fight with the Order. They are the enemy of the JAA. So now they're going to have to do something about him, even though that's what they were going to do anyway. By the way, the director, he's dressed like a Pokemon professor. He looks like Professor, what was it? Oak Elm. It looks like the one from Gen 3. I don't remember his name. Professor, I get chased by Poochienas. Looks like that guy. Gen 3 was not one of my favorite gens. Shorts and flip-flops. It's insane. But yes, they get everybody out. You see Team Sakamoto over there with the skinny Sakamoto, and the other people, they're there and they're all happy that Shin is okay. And they're not speaking out loud. They're thinking in their minds, oh, I'm glad he's okay. He looks great. Oh, he's tall. Well, he's gotten tall. Oh, he's still a little runt. He's kind of, he's like embarrassed about it. After all of this, there's all the wrap up. We got a family dinner. They gotta wash their clothes. Sakamoto, I'm sorry, like I mentioned earlier in this review, Shin and Lou still argue. Shin takes the last tempura. Lou takes his treat. He's like, that doesn't equal that. She's like, well, the tempura's the best. And Sakamoto visualizes himself murdering them by smashing their heads together. And Shin's like, what the heck was that about? He's like, you two will never learn, which they don't. adorable. I don't know if I should ship them together or just be like brother sister. It's adorable though. And Peasuke had a little bow, little parrot bow that he was eating on top of dude's head, but very adorable. So that is the end of episode 9. That is the end of the lab arc. Can you call it an arc? I guess you can call it an arc. End of the lab arc. This is also a 5 out of 5. Last episode was 5 out of 5. This is definitely a 5 out of 5. This was fun. I'm saying we got a very stupid flashback backstory for the bad guy, but it kind of leans into what type of character Slur is, what type of character these villains are with their hypocrisies, hip-hop anonymous hypocrisies. Gives a little bit more in-depth scope of possibly how strong Slur is. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for my episode 11 review, but dude, it looks like he's strong. I mean, remember he killed that whole room of people before Nagumo got there, which he had to do it quietly because there were still guards walking around, right? That's kind of insane. What is his connection to Sakamoto? Why do they keep doing I do it for him, this is his will, if you were going to show that he was there the whole time anyway? You could have just said, I did it for the boss. And with this explosion, did anybody get caught? Like, Sakamoto threw the guy in the trash. I guess since they're hitmen, they're not gonna do I guess the hitmen aren't gonna do drop him off at the police. I don't know. See, my episode 11 review, I'm gonna have a little bit more to say, but I guess the bad guys are either dead or gone. Who knows at this point? But really good episode, really good. I'm happy to have back-to-back bangers, especially when I took a break. Another family show where it's spies. It's mostly hitmen, assassin, but crazy stuff that goes on, and it's comedy and it's heart and it's fun. Just both of these besides one another, these are quickly becoming my favorite animes of the 2020s, man. But I digress. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section down below, please. Let me know if you think I'm off. Answer some of those questions I had. I can't remember what Bourne beat that guy up with, but I digress. Leave a comment, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell even if you have. And if you want to support me even further, that Patreon link is in that description below. Thank you for taking some time to listen to me talk about Sakamoto days. Please be good, be blessed, drink some water, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. We have way too many of those. As a matter of fact, you might think yourself a jerk, but you're trust me, you're probably not a jerk, right? Reach out to someone if you're having deep, dark thoughts, if you're feeling down and out. I promise you there are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. My social medias are right there. Just go ahead, give me a follow, give me a hello, just be mellow, and we'll be good to go. All right, family. I'm gonna end up seeing y'all tomorrow. We got 2 more of these. Whew. This is good.